Hey guys, welcome back to Leisure Podcasting. I'm Spidey Stew.
I'm Ross.
And I'm Venom Rob.
Nice. And we're about to watch the second trailer for the new Venom movie starring Tom Hardy. So, before we watch it, let's go back quickly. So, the first trailer came out 6-8 months ago.
Yeah, a long time
ago. And it was a very random trailer because no CG had been put in it. So, it was a bit...
But they
looked like a moody Tom...
That.
No, yeah.
So the general impression was, where is the telekinesis coming from?
Yeah. Well, so yeah, if you guys go back, way back on our channel, Liam, the guy who does the podcast with us, has done a very comical commentary video on the trailer, which I suggest you watch. We'll put a link in the description for this one. It's very, very funny. So yeah, it came out, it was a bit weird. It was a bit like a sort of a moody Tom Hardy just running around on the run from people. It didn't really make sense, and I was a bit disappointed, not going to lie.
Yeah.
Then the other trailer came out a little while ago with like a little bit of Venom.
Yeah.
So they've also done a bit of CGI, and I was like, oh, it looks pretty cool.
Then he turned up at the end.
Yeah. When it came, like the face came over, that was really cool.
Everyone was talking about for the period of
a
week.
And now this new one's come out, and I'm hoping there's gonna be even more Venom.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen one picture, which is like on a poster, which looks freaking awesome.
Okay.
Which I will maybe show that at the end. I saw bloody social media caught me out. And I'm like, no! Avoiding this for so long. So, but yeah, I mean, we're all massive Spider-Man fans here. There's probably, for me, obviously DC's the main thing I love, but Spider-Man's probably up there.
Yeah.
Alongside that as well. Growing up
with the X-Men for me.
Yeah, and being at the age that we are, 30-ish something, we
21.
21 plus a few years. We all grew up with the Batman animated series, Spider-Man, and X-Men cartoons.
Yeah.
That is what we grew up with. So my first introduction to Venom was that 90s cartoon, where that 2-parter episode of him getting the suit.
It was 3, wasn't it? I think it was 3. Yeah, I think it was 3.
Okay,
it's on Wikipedia.
I'm sure it was 3.
Okay, 2 or 3, whatever.
Yeah, it was definitely.
He gets a suit. He has a suit, and he loses it in the bell tower, and then Eddie gets it.
Yeah.
So that's the storyline of it, which was great. I've never seen that before, and
it was amazing. Right?
Yeah, I think we were like 12. I must have been 12 or 13. Went out to comic book short store, saw a whole like mini series of Venom from the future on the run, and I was like, oh, what is this? Yes, read all that, and it's brilliant. So I'm a big fan of Venom as a character. It's going to be interesting in this film because obviously Spider-Man's not involved. Apparently,
that's a bit odd that because you'd think he would because that's how his character.
That's how Venom
becomes Venom.
So that's why he has Spidey powers.
I'm kind of curious to see how they're going to fit that in there because my running theory before hearing too much about the film had been that Venom had come to Earth as part of the MCU on Thanos' ship.
Yeah.
And they kind of gotten loose, and I thought maybe we'd see Spidey interact with it in the film.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's that really cool. Someone made that fan-made poster that we saw the other day where he's on Titan. And it's called the new Spider-Man film's got like Far From Home. And he's got him looking up into the sky, and you see the Venom suit coming onto him.
Oh yeah.
Remember that picture? Yeah, that. I mean, obviously fan-made, but I mean that would be pretty. If that would have happened,
it would be a nice visit. But they're saying there's not that many ties to the MCU at all. The rumours about Tom Holland being on set aren't true.
Oh really?
Yeah, so
that's
sorry to disappoint you.
I'll watch it now. But anyway, maybe it'll go for the sort of ultimate costume. He won't have the white spider on the front. Potentially, he's just going to have. It's just going to be the sort. He's not going to use webs. He's going to have the actual suit's just going to spring off, and maybe he won't be swinging or anything.
Well, we've got other symbiotes in this as well, so maybe we'll see Carnage, Toxic.
I love Carnage's character as well.
Be interested to see which version will they go from. It's originally come from space, or they made it like in the Ultimate one.
Yeah,
because it was Eddie Brock's dad and Peter Parker's dad.
The first trailer, when you rewatch it, it looks like there's something's landed on Earth.
Yeah, it's going to be a massive asteroid.
The guy's got the symbiote in a container,
right,
so it's possibly come from outer space, but maybe it's just going to be like it was a random organism on a rock.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Because I don't know if you saw the film Life with Jake Gyllenhaal.
No.
It was out a couple of years ago, which was about them finding an organism on Mars. Which kind
of...
a lot of people were looking at the trailer going, this could be Venom. It was a really interesting way of doing it.
I remember the rumours about it.
And it turned out to be a rubbish movie.
No, that's not Venom at all.
It wasn't. So
complete rip-off. Alright, cool. Well, let's watch this trailer and find out. I want to see some cool Venom.
Trailer for the trailer?
Oh, that looked wicked.
Oh, the way he calls it we.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, definitely has to have that through the whole film.
I'm Eddie Brock. I'm a reporter.
Good, he's a reporter. That's good.
I want to find myself.
Yeah, this is the crash landing, isn't it? Oh yeah, look, there's all the different ones.
Toxic, yeah.
I found something really bad.
What's with his accent? Found something really bad. It sounds like Christopher Walken.
I hid the symbiote up my ass.
Taken.
Oh, that's cool. Association.
around in the world, what do you see?
London.
London, baby.
A planet on the brink of collapse.
Is that going to be?
Is that going to be Flash Thompson then, when he's older?
Is that going to be? What's his name? Carnage.
Carnage, yeah.
Kay Cassidy.
Yeah.
Your species.
It's blue, it's not red.
A higher life form.
Oh.
What do you want from me?
Oh, he's got a reflection.
Whoa.
Find out. I'm so sorry.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow, that's pretty cool. He's just protecting him.
We
That's cool.
cannot just hurt people.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Wicked.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh! Okay.
Heal.
Oh, wow.
He's massive!
Oh, wow.
Yes. That's from a comic. That's from that Maximum Carnage comic, isn't it? I remember him saying that.
It's like it completely consumes him to become the symbiote. That's...
It's not completely
Wicked that he's massive.
Oh yeah.
No idea how much you're scaring me right now.
He definitely doesn't have the white.
Oh,
wow.
Shit. T1000.
just might survive. Guys, you do not want to do this, trust me.
Look at him looking up.
Yeah.
So was he getting changed? Yeah, he doesn't have the white spider on his chest,
Will
does he?
always come at a cost.
Oh!
Okay.
Is that meant to be Carnage?
Oh, he's ripping someone out.
That was Carnage ripping Venom
I think that
out.
was Carnage.
Yeah, it's Carnage.
With the blades, yeah.
Yeah,
Carnage
that makes
was
sense
in
because
red.
what he does in the
Yeah.
comics. Why is it not red though?
Yeah.
What the hell are you?
That's pretty damn sweet.
That looks
Okay.
okay. Oh.
Oh, I have a parasite. Yeah. Name is Jen.
Oh my god.
So, yeah, dark. Oh,
That
that's...
the poster you were talking about?
No, there's another one. I'll
Yeah.
post up in a bit.
That was... The animation of his eyes and his mouth and everything were amazing.
Yeah, I love the way he's massive.
Yeah.
That's because I thought he was just going to be normal size like he was in like Spider-Man 3.
3 arc, he was
Yeah,
like a
we
little
don't do
puny guy, yeah.
But I don't get the whole... I remember in... I saw his Maximum Carnage comic, he talks about eating the pancreas. And I don't realise that Venom was actually a carnivore, or he just does it to scare the shit out of people.
Like,
Well, in the Ultimate Spider-Man, he absorbs their people's energy, doesn't he?
yeah.
Oh, really?
But the Ultimate
Yeah.
Spider-Man, he's created by Norman Osborn. So it's
Yeah.
weird. The Ultimate comics are weird. Just...
No, it's created by Eddie Brock's father and Peter
Oh, yeah,
Parker's
that's right.
father.
It's been ages since I read
And
that.
that's why it bonds with him, because his DNA is embedded with it, because Richard
Yeah,
put his DNA
yeah.
in it.
Yeah.
So
The Ultimate...
maybe
yeah,
you're going to do a mixture of everything, I don't know.
Yeah. The Ultimate Comics line was just odd.
Yeah, that was weird.
I like the Ultimate Spider-Man one. Was actually a really good run. I enjoyed it.
Okay, yeah, so I mean, his accent's a bit weird. I don't know what... I mean, I don't know why I never thought Eddie Brock was like that.
It's Tom Hardy putting on an American accent.
Yeah, I know.
He's done it
It's
before,
fine,
but
it's fine.
it's, you know...
Very, very Christopher Walken.
I hid this uncomfortable parasite up my ass
But
for 5 years.
and Carnage, the guy who's playing Kay Cassidy looks pretty cool, but he's not red.
Yeah.
He's like blue.
Yeah.
it's not
Is he blue in
Carnage.
the Ultimate comic?
No, he's still red.
He's red, yeah.
I mean, there are other symbiotes. Maybe it's not Carnage. Maybe it's another one.
Yeah.
I mean, he was using because he's the thing remember in the cartoon. I remember he even had a little figure of Carnage. He does have like the axes,
blades and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
Yeah.
symbiotes. They can make whatever they want.
Yeah.
It could have been Venom doing that, but
Yeah,
It's...
But I remember that was like Carnage's thing of making weapons out of his.
But do you think they're going to go down an anti-hero route with that, or is he just going to be a full-on
I'm
villain?
guessing. Well,
and
just
killing the parasites because they get in his way.
my first thoughts are literally that he's going to be on the run, and then he's meant to be a good guy inside this monster, and he's going to try and stop the others because he doesn't want them to hurt people. But because
Or do you reckon he'll rule the others?
that'd be cool as well. I mean,
Because originally Carnage is like an offspring of
yes.
Venom, isn't it?
Yeah.
So maybe when he has a tussle with that grey, bluey looking one, in the sequel, Venom then spawns off a red Venom and becomes Carnage.
I mean, that'd be cool. I mean,
don't know.
it's just weird because Venom looks like, bar the white spider thing,
Perfect.
looks spot on.
Yeah.
So why then make Carnage grey or blue? Or
Yeah.
whatever? It's like, why
The other
not?
thing as well, they looked quite similar, and you would
Yeah.
have thought for visual differences, you
Yes.
want one a different colour so you can tell which one's which.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
But-
if we went back to the where's it gone?
There.
I mean, that's
That's meant to be Carnage. Look,
That's-
he's fighting Venom down
yeah,
there.
Yeah.
that's Carnage. He's grey silver colour.
Like I say, maybe it isn't Carnage. It could be another one. It's
That's him as well.
Actually, I'd say that's definitely Carnage.
Yeah.
you reckon?
Yeah, especially as the guy looked so much
Yeah, right at the
like.
beginning.
Not Cletus.
Yeah.
Cletus Cassidy.
There he is there.
That's-
Unless it isn't.
Well, it's
but-
got a bit of red in it, isn't it? It's definitely got a bit of red in it. But I don't know.
If you go back to that scene of the crash and it shows you all the colours, was there a red one? I definitely saw a yellow one.
There's a yellow one.
Yeah, there's the
there.
yellow one.
Doesn't show anything.
See, the light blue one could be that one
Yeah.
at the top.
I don't know of any light blue symbiotes from my knowledge, but
No.
there's definitely because there's Shriek and who else is it? Shriek's yellow.
Shriek, Toxic.
What colour's
Carnage
toxic?
and
What
Venom.
colour's toxic?
Purple, I think. Oh god, it's been ages since I saw that. And she was a hero.
Yeah, fair enough.
See, I don't see any red there.
What's this colour?
It's
Here?
more grey.
Yeah, it's like a bluey and a. I would have said that sort of brown, but
Yeah.
no, it's very good. This bit when he's talking, like he looks like he's had a car crash and he's getting fixed is
Yeah.
quite
Yeah.
freaky, and him talking to
Talking to Venom.
Venom there is a bit weird as well. But
I think that scene there is the first time he's ever Venom.
yeah,
That one there, because his,
yeah,
his body. I love how he's got a massive, light, long tongue as well.
yeah.
Well, they've certainly got.
Well,
like
that's the poster. What we'll put up. We'll put up for you guys in a minute. We'll put the poster up, and I'll show you because it's a wicked looking poster. It's the tongues. It's actually a side view of his face, and the tongues like coming right out. It's wicked.
yeah, they've certainly gotten over their fear from Spider-Man 3
Yeah.
with of putting Venom back on screen.
He's my
Well,
spider
Sam
sense.
Raimi never liked Venom as a character, but Sony told him to put him in.
Yeah,
That was so bad.
that was Why did they do that? Poor.
I like the fact this is obviously in association with Marvel.
Yeah.
The MCU Marvel, because obviously they still own the rights to Venom, so they could have done it with themselves without interaction. So
Well, you would think.
somebody
I mean,
from Kevin Feige's camp has come along and gone, no, this is how to do it properly.
yeah. Well, I mean, you think because he's one of his biggest. This Venom and like the Green Goblin are
His two
probably,
biggest
and maybe the
villains.
Jackal are probably his biggest enemies
Mm.
in the comics. You would think they'd want to keep this for Tom Holland's Spider-Man somewhere along the line if they're going to get him back. So it's a bit strange. How
I
they-
can't see that guy going up against Tom Holland's Spider-Man would just die if he went up against.
Well, yeah, but yeah. But
Sam
obviously they
Venom.
probably have done it a bit differently. But
Well, it
still.
depends how this film ends, because they could leave it where Eddie and Venom separate. Then you find Tom Holland, Peter Parker, finds this Venom, becomes it, and then
I
Eddie
mean-
wants
I mean,
it back.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, he doesn't want Venom, so he gets rid of it, goes back to Eddie, and
yeah.
it's got the Spider-Man powers, and it's different,
yeah.
and then he becomes the villain.
So the only thing that gets me about the fact that if that's Carnage, brilliant. But like you say, it should be red because red and black are equally contrasting colours, and it makes it easier, especially in a scene.
So
we're
that
looking at
it's
now.
very difficult to tell that's
Yeah.
two separate ones.
Yeah.
And if you're going to have that in a fast motion action fight
Yeah,
on the
it's
screen,
gonna be
it's going to
messy.
get harder to see who's.
And
who's,
especially it's dark as well.
Yeah.
It looks like that's on a spaceship as well. But
It does look like that, doesn't it?
maybe that's the end.
You can see them two going together against each other, then the two symbiotes are going against each other as well.
Yeah.
that looks like in the inside of the symbiote. It looks like the Asian guy from the start of the trailer, who was the head of the company. So maybe
Oh, it does.
He's the villain.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what yes. Yeah. I'm guessing they're going to keep the Sonic thing in as the weakness. That would make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a shuttle in the background, isn't it? That's
Yeah. You gotta rip
Are they in space?
No, I think they're on a launch
I
pad.
think they're on a launch pad about to take off.
Oh, okay. So maybe that's how it ends.
Yeah, I'll
They
give
get a cling to the thing and shoot shot,
It's-
and then later on they bring them back.
It's a bit freaking annoying as well that they show the ending like that. But anyway. So
It's
that's
a
also,
Hollywood trailer. They're going to put the ending in into any way they can. Mission Impossible 6. They put it in the freaking credits at the start of the film.
it's still a good film. Though. I do like that film. So guys, that was the second trailer for this new Venom movie starring Tom Hardy. What do you think about it? Put your comments below. Let us know. Obviously, if you just heard our thoughts, it looks really cool. I mean, Venom looks great. Don't know who this other symbiote is. We kind of thought it was Carnage, but maybe it's not. And so yeah, let us know, and also check out the link in the description below for this commentary of the first trailer that Liam put together. It's very, very funny, and we'll see you guys next time.